All right, should be good to go now. Pretty sure we're good to go at this end. Not too sure what's going on there, but think we had some drop frames, some stuff like that going on. So I kind of wanted to make sure that was all settled before I brought, you know what I'm saying, y'all in and y'all seeing all the and all the choppiness, yo. But what's going on, everybody? I already know it's the Ike's Tech Talk weekly live stream. You already know how it goes down on a Thursday night. So for starters, let me know. Video, audio, everything should be straight now. Like I said, we was dropping some frames at the beginning. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but like I said, as of right now, everything should be good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Seemed like everything kind of stabilized itself out. So let's go ahead and kick things off and get into some roll call, man. How's everybody doing this week? I want to know, did anybody pick up anything for Prime Day? We had what is it? Prime Day. Target had their little special. Walmart had a couple of things going on too. I'm so done with y'all. But yeah, like I had a couple of good deals. I picked up a couple pickups as well. So I'll go ahead and talk about those in just a little bit, man. But I want to know how everybody else is doing out there. What did y'all pick up? What did y'all get for Prime Day? What's y'all latest tech pickup? Or just pick up in general. Not necessarily tech, but yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Jason C in the building. He said, "What's good, my dude? We in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." My brother from another mother, Barry Johnson. What's up, my guy? Hope everything is good. Still waiting for you to get that Xiaomi 12S Ultra, sir. I know you got that shipping notification. Yo, Bradley, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? He said, always up in here early like a sunrise. Yes, sir. Jason C always in the building early, man. What's going on with you, dog? Hope everything is good. Also, I did check out your video on the Galaxy Watch 4, man. Dope vid, dope vid. Had to retweet that joint out, man. Good stuff. Keep up the good work, bro. Just keep grinding. Hey, Sean, what's up, my dude? Happy to see you, Doug. Happy everything worked out as well, man. So shout out to you, dude. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all wild, man. Hey, Umar, what's up? What's up? Hope everything is good with you, dude. Umar be like, where he at? Where he at? Get out here, right? I don't want to hear it. Get out here now. You were supposed to been out here. Oh, man. Yo, Me Tech, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Hope everything is good with you, man. Hey, Malik, what's up? What's up? Hope everything is good with you as well, my guy. Oh, man. Me Tech say, yeah, man, thanks. Good to be getting back into the tech. That's what's up, bro. Sometimes you gotta take that little bit of a break, man, and just do some things for yourself. So I definitely hear you for sure. Yo, what's up, Galen? Hope everything is good with you, my G. Hey, BG in the building with the first. Oh man, too funny. Hey, Jeff, blessings on your day, dude. Appreciate you, man. Always, always. Yeah, dude, like I said, I had some frame droppage going on, but everything seems to be good now, so we should be straight. Yo, Black Lab Jr. did consume me. Had to make sure I was able to fight my way out. Ooh, man. Hey, appreciate you, BG. Stand by, hit that like button. You already know. You already know. Hey, LaShawn, what's up, my guy? Hey, speaking of LaShawn, you already know. Ignite hours tomorrow night. Actually, I don't know if it'll be Ignite. Either open mic or Ignite. One of the two. But make sure that you definitely do check the homie out, man. He goes live as well on Friday nights. Later on this evening at 11, I checked this time. We got best of our week with Juan Carlos back now, some gadget guy, and the homie TK Bay, man. So go ahead and check them out. Oh, we're gonna be ending promptly at 10 because I am not about to miss Eric's podcast. I always trickle a little over, so we're gonna make sure we hit that podcast at 10 right after me. The homie Easy E's going live with his podcast. We're gonna all raid right on over to that. So make sure. Hey, Johan, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, my guy. Audio, video on point. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Shay, what's going on? Hope everything is good with you as well. Oh, there we go. I thought I misclicked. B Floyd, what's up, homie? Hope everything's good with you, dog. Yes, sir. 1440p, nice and crispy. Trying to bump it up to 4K, but you already, I'll be having system issues as it is. I don't need to put nothing else in the equation. Yo, Scoot, what's up? How's that Pixel 6 Pro treating you, homie? I know you had to give up the 6, but now you got that 6 Pro. I want to know. I can't wait to see what you do with that telephoto, homie, because that's one of my favorite telephotos on any smartphone with a periscope. Pixel's telephoto is crazy good, yo. Crazy good. Hey, Mr. Diminity himself. I know. LaShawn's funny, man. Once I demand free entertainment with no technical issues. It's my entertainment and I need it now. I love it, yo, for real. Hey, Scoop said Pixel 6 Pro for Prime Day. Yep. Prime Day was a scam this year. Why you say that, Umar? Prime Day flop. Oh no, you said it's dropping in and out? Yo, let me know if it's still dropping in and out. I know I'm a little bit behind you guys. Okay, I think it might be okay. I just checked the little preview. I think we might be all right. Appreciate you though for letting me know. Let's see. It was only seasonal deal. See, I didn't even notice that. I ended up picking up a robot vacuum and I ended up getting a the Google Nest indoor cameras. We're gonna use that as a baby monitor and swap out our actual baby monitor because the app is actual garbage and it's harder to use. So we swapped that out for the Nest Cam wired and we're using that for the baby monitor. I'm actually watching my little one right here on my Nest Hub. Watching him squirm around when he should be sleeping. Barry said he didn't pick up anything. He said Ike wired tonight. Yeah, man, I finally figured out wiring the XM4 so I can kind of push off that headphone purchase. I'm definitely still gonna get something eventually, but I can kind of push it off a little bit more now. Galen said no Prime Day pickups, but gonna pick up those new Soundcore buds tomorrow. Okay. New buds in the building, homie. Prime Day wasn't priming like it used to. Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of stuff. I did see that they had some pretty dope deals on like computer storage. I was gonna pick up it was like a 1 terabyte M.2 SSD, and it was like 80 bucks or something like that. It was either Western Digital or Crucible, one of those two. But really good price. I was about to pick one up and just kind of didn't do it, unfortunately. Omar picked up a tripod, metal phone tripod adapter, a plastic one, and an Anchor battery pack. Okay, I see. Sound like you might be working on something there in the lab, Umar. Okay. But your box was delivered open. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Yeah, Galen, dope. He dropped a dope video today, man. For sure. Definitely check him out. Hey, encourage you, snuck in like a ninja. What's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, sir. Nah, who are you? I know both your accounts, so you good, man. Don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it. You good, homie. Hey, Lewis, what's up? Hope everything is good with you, man. Hey, LaShawn said yes. Ignorant. Let's go. And then Barry dropped the link for TK Bay and Easy. So absolutely no reason for you not to meet me over there at Eric and then meet me over at OneStream. You should absolutely be there. Period. Tech Wolves. I know about those. Hey, Lewis out here dropping them bars. Let's go. One say you've been smooth on this end. Okay, cool. No stutters, audio, video, great. Okay, bet. Anchor Q35. Those are headphones, Umar, right? Oh yeah, I know LaShawn getting ready to step it up with the audio. I see him making some deals behind the scene. I see you, dog. I see you. But yeah, the reason why you guys didn't see any drop frames or nothing like that is because I held it. That's why when the intro played out, it was on a black screen for so long. Because I wanted to kind of let it run its course and then come in. That way y'all didn't catch me on the robot status or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get right into it, man. I only really had kind of one thing I wanted to get into, but it branches off into so many other kind of different topics or anything like that. So like I said, I want to go ahead and get into it, but oh yeah, they're earphones, the cheap WXM4s. These were even on sale, if I'm not mistaken, for like $220 or something like that. So the XM4s was on sale. The earbud versions was on sale too. So like I said, it wasn't anything too crazy where it's like, you know, from years past, but they had some pretty good stuff. overall, I was happy with my purchases. But like I said, anyway, go ahead and get right into it. So, first thing I want to go ahead and talk about, man. Like I said, this is branches off into like other realities, multiverses, and all kinds of stuff, man. So, I want to go ahead and get into this Android 13 Beta 4 update. Now, normally I don't, necessarily cover updates or anything like that unless it's something, super major. Biggest reason why is because it's not my, honestly not my forte. And I like to spend time with updates, but this one is special because this is like the final beta that we're getting before the actual full release of Android 13. So, in all honesty, pretty much what we're getting with this beta is what we're gonna, is what the rest of the general public are gonna experience. So, nothing too crazy or anything like that. But like I said, I wanted to make a call out to it because shout out to the homie Galen. He didn't even know I was gonna go here, but he dropped a tweet where he was talking about how he feels as though coverage after the fact is far more important than coverage at initial launch, right? Now, I feel like this question could kind of go either way, but I want to know what you guys think. Like, I honestly want to know what you guys think. So, one, I want to know, are you running Android 13 Beta 4? I am. I side loaded it. And number two, in terms of smartphones, which one do you feel is more beneficial? The initial coverage of a device when the consumer can go out and purchase it first thing, or coverage after the fact, maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe even 6 months down the line? Which do you feel is more important? And are you running Android 13 Beta 4? Those are the questions right there. Those are the questions right there. I'm done with you, Jason. I am running Beta 4. It's so good. And then while you guys are typing and chatting in, I'll kind of go over my experience with Beta 4. But Barry said, Android 13 Beta 4, final countdown for sure. LaShawn said, I flashed it. Same, LaShawn. I had it since yesterday as well, homie. Umar said, hell no, I'm running stable 12L. I'm telling you, dog, I'm going to be 100% honest. I think 13 Beta 4 might be more stable than even 12L, dog. I'm being 100% real, no cap whatsoever. Like, I honestly think it might be a little bit more stable. Like, it's up there. It's really good, man. Johan said, nah, not yet. Barry said it's been loaded on his devices. All right, bet. But before I go ahead and get into the rest, because more of these is more so, yeah, LaShawn, you are going to have to show me that. You put out a video on that. I'm going to have to go watch a video again. I know I watched it before, but I'm going to have to go watch it again. Because I thought side loading was like the fastest way. But if what you're saying, flashing it is faster, oh, I'm definitely about to be down with that. But anyway, like I said, I kind of want to get into my experience with 13 Beta 4. So 13 Beta 4, like I said, I guess to preface, I have to give a little bit of context, right? So I started off like everybody else on Android 13, Beta 1. I installed it, and for some reason, what I was experiencing personally was my refresh rate would just kind of plummet out of nowhere. So I just be using the phone normally. I'm not outside, so it's not like a temperature throttling thing or anything like that. And the refresh rate would just plummet. So, I dropped back down to, normal 12L, and then Beta 2 came out. Tried it there, same thing. I was like, okay, this looks like it might be going. It might be going the way 12 was at launch. I guess I didn't know for sure, but it kind of was what it was. But then Beta 3 dropped, and I upgraded to Beta 3. Bro, I don't think I've ever used a beta on any platform, whether we're talking desktop operating system, whether we're talking smartphones, tablets, whatever, that has been as stable as Android 13 Beta 3 and now Beta 4. Because Beta 4 honestly feels just about the same to me, but I've never felt an operating system that's in beta feel this stable. Like, this, in my opinion, is more stable, more fast, more fluid than even Android 12L. And I made plenty of videos on 12L and how good that was. So, like I said, I know that there's some people who are holding out and waiting, and I totally understand and get it, but I'm telling you, you need to go on ahead and make that plunge. I had someone I was talking to on Twitter, I kind of convinced them to make the jump. And they made the jump, and their first tweet was like, oh my God, Android 13 Beta 4 is the reason I'm now keeping my Pixel. Like, homie was ready to give up. I'm like, bro, before you give up, try it. I'm not saying it's going to be magically better and fix all your issues, but at least try it. Because at least, because with beta 4, this is what you can expect to get when, you know what I mean, we get kind of the final release of Android 13 next month. So I'm like, dude, just try it. Tried it. Dude is in love right now. So like I said, I'm seeing improvements across the board. I'm seeing improvements in terms of the pictures I'm taking. I'm seeing improvements in video. Pixel video used to be super noisy. Let's just say I'm working on it. I'm 100% working on it. Like if you guys like the S22 Ultra or the Note 22 Ultra revisited, just wait till it drop. That's all I'm gonna say. Bruh. It's so crazy how well this phone has aged, man. Like how well the Pixel 6 series has aged. Like it's insane. It honestly went from being like a social pariah. Like if you use a Pixel, it was like, oh my God, how do you use it? It's so buggy. It's such a mess. To being honestly, in my opinion, as it stands right now, it's definitely a top contender for my favorite smartphone currently on the market. I'm not saying my favorite Android. No, my favorite phone on the market. Everything. We talking iPhone. We talking Vivo X Fold. We're talking everything. Right now, Pixel is like a favorite contender for my favorite smartphone experience right now currently. And Android 13 is pretty much the biggest reason of that, dude. It is really good, man. So Google, shout out to y'all, man, for putting in the work. Like I said, I wish it would have released a little bit better, obviously, and I'm talking about the Pixel 6 series as a whole. But to see where they're at now, let's just say come this fall, man, it's gonna be a good conversation when we're talking about overall package, pound for pound smartphones, right? Because everybody likes to do that. What's the best smartphone of the year? Even though it's gonna be different for everybody, but like I said, definitely Google, and I'll kind of touch on it, but if I had to say what company I felt had the most potential to be like in terms of ecosystem, in terms of just the mobile game, like, and I know I'm gonna sound like a Team Pixel fanboy here with it, but I don't care what you think. I buy everybody's product. I buy Samsung, I buy Vivo, I buy Google, I buy Apple. I honestly think Google has the most potential. And I'll talk about that in just a second while we catch up in the chat. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. Umar said, both are important to understand the long-term pros and cons. Facts. BG said, I like follow through from unboxing to 6 months. That's what's up. That's what's up. B Floyd said 2 months, 6 months, and 12-month coverage is important. I agree 110%. Yo, let's go. BG said about the update now. So yo, BG said he getting ready to update right now. I'm telling you, we gonna see a video in like 2 days, dog. BG like, let's go. Cause BG be on the grind, dog. Homie be out over there grinding. So you already know it's coming, man. I'm running iOS 16 beta 3. Does that count? Jason, that definitely counts. We'll go ahead and kind of grandfather you in, dog. I actually was running beta 3 a little bit today, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like, super stable, but it honestly wasn't too bad. Barry said follow-ups are a must. Absolutely. Me Tech said I was just talking about that with Frankie Tech. He thought he was late with the Mi 12 Ultra. I told him he was yo, time out. How could he be late? Like, in terms of like, I guess you could say like bigger size content creators, the only creator I've seen put out a video on it is MKBHD. Like that's the only one. But what I'm excited for is you got, and I hate to do this whole bigger creator versus smaller creator thing, right? But like you got a lot of people picking this joint up. I know T got it. I know Barry got it in the lab. I know, I forget his name. He's on Twitter mostly. I don't think I've really checked out his channel. He always does camera comparisons, but it's a lot of people that do that. But I know who I'm thinking of, and he does a good job. But there's a lot of people picking up this device, man. So I'm excited for the people who, like I said, are going to give you that. I just got it out the box. Here it is a month later. Here it is 3 months later. Here it is after the updates. So like I said, I don't feel as though he's late in the slightest, man. No. We need as much coverage on this device as possible. Period. Doesn't matter. Bradley said he is on beta 4. Initial coverage and long-term are both beneficial. Let's go. Lewis said, after the facts, how is the phone aging? Spot on. One said no gadget or software arrives perfect, and we continue to demand increasing complexity and features. No one should be expecting perfect out of the box. We need to watch for support after launch. Couldn't agree more, homie. Couldn't agree more. Johan said, I am on 12L because of Samsung's beta program. Yeah, Samsung's beta program isn't even open for Android 13 on the S22 Ultra yet, Johan. So you ain't missing nothing, dog, at all. LaShawn said, man, me and Barry been on Android 13 since February. Y'all need to catch up. Let's go. Shoot. Barry and LaShawn, man, they be on betas for Pixels before even Google pushes them out. They got that plug. Let's go. Hey, Slang, what's up, homie? Hope everything is good with you, dog. Google fears LaShawn and Barry. They know they better get that new Android out early as possible or major repercussions. Let's go. Yo, y'all are too much, man. Oh, man. LaShawn, stop it. He said Pixel Squad stand up. Stop it. Haven't tried video as of yet. Video incoming, gonna put up against the 13 Pro Max. Nice. Definitely do it, man. Like I said, it's definitely been improved. Personally, I'm gonna say I still don't think it's to that level. I still personally like video coming out of the iPhone over that, but it's definitely improved. Because in all honesty, my biggest issue with their video was how noisy it was, right? Like all the other kind of shortcomings in terms of their video, I could kind of get move around or work around. It wasn't that serious. But for me, their biggest thing was that their video was really noisy. Their stabilization is super on point. I just needed them to kind of tone down the noise, and it looks to be improved, man, from the video samples that I've taken so far. Yeah, absolutely. And this is even with beta 3, not just beta 4. I've been taking video samples on beta 3 as well, so I think that they're doing something over there, man. Hey, James Apple, what's up, homie? He said, what's good, Ike? You getting the M2 MacBook Air? I am not. I'm going to sit this one out, dude. My M1 Air is still kicking strong, so I'm going to go ahead and ride that one till the wheels fall off. Hey, MPT said, I'm late. I was watching another stream and didn't pay attention to the time. Hey, dude, it's all good. I'm not even tripping, homie. I'm not even tripping. Appreciate you coming through as always. Hey, Mini-Me, what's going on with you? Hope everything is good, dude. He said, Flossie got it. You are right. Flossie does have it. Flossie does have it. Ben, that's another one who had it too. Ben, I almost said Ben Lover of Tech, but it's not Ben Lover of Tech. It's Ben's Gadget Reviews is I think what Ben's channel is called. Hold on, let me make sure I don't mess this up. But yeah, he's on yeah, Ben's Gadget Reviews. Yeah, he's a content creator who's out in Hong Kong, like right where all of this stuff is manufactured and produced. So he gets his hand on pretty much every new flagship smartphone that comes out pretty much before anybody else, yo. Like he's one of the first, and he's a really good content creator. Super fair, you know, he's not biased by any means or anything like that. Super fair content creator, awesome guy. I've talked to him in you know, DMs and stuff like that. Awesome creator, man. I absolutely love his content. Hey, what's going on, Sean? What's up? He said it's still not the same as an actual Pixel, which I've had before. Yeah, that's a good point too. You're right. Bring down the noise, bring down the funk. You already know, MPT. Yep, Ben's Gadget Reviews. Barry already know. Yep. Yeah, man. But like I said, yo, I'm absolutely in love with what Google is doing with Android 13, man. Only one thing that I can say that I am not a fan of, and since we got the top-down camera working tonight, I can even show y'all. So let me go ahead and get this right. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb so I don't get any notifications. All right, so if y'all remember how on Android 11, how split view used to work on the Pixel, where you could be in split view mode, and when you swiped up, you could switch over. Yo, Savage, what's going on, dude? Shout out to you, homie, for coming through. You could switch, like you would swipe up as if you're going home. It would send your top app up, and you could choose a different application, but you would keep your split view instance. Well, now that's no longer the case. They're taking the Samsung approach, but they haven't gone fully the way that Samsung is doing it with the taskbar or any of that stuff. So I can show you guys what I'm actually talking about. I'm just trying to make sure I don't put up any video that would get me flagged or anything like that. I'm gonna put up one of mine because obviously I'm not gonna copyright strike myself. All right, so let's go ahead and switch camera angles. Let me turn down that brightness for y'all. Oh, that's a little bit too dark. My bad. All right. So yeah, I was listening to some J. Cole. You already know. But yeah, so I got YouTube pulled up. I got my video, which I'm pretty sure for the most part everybody's checked out. But if you haven't, definitely check it out. I'm super proud of it, man. It's taking off and doing really, really well. So definitely make sure that y'all check that out. Shameless plug. But in order to do your split view, so you swipe up, you go your split to the top. Now I love the animation, how it kind of shifts up like that. And then you go into another app and it kind of gives you that, which is dope. No problem at all. Now, before, like I said, when you would swipe up to go home, it would close out this application and you would still have access to your entire like app drawer, your home screen. Awesome. It almost reminded me of like how Surface Duo handles multitasking, where it's like you open up an app and all of your applications on your home screen switch over to the other side. Like it reminds me of that, right? So it used to be like that. However, it is for some reason no longer like that. Now, when you swipe up, it closes your whole instance. Now, I will say I do like that it saves your instance in the multitasking trait. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fire. But it's like, what if I don't like, okay, what if I'm, I got YouTube here at the top, I got Twitter here at the bottom. What if I wanted to switch this out for, say, Reddit? Or what if I wanted to switch this out for my email? Well, I gotta drop that down, then I gotta start all over, split back to the top, and then choose the other application. You see what I'm saying? And if I swipe up to go back to the home screen, you see it canceled out. So I cannot stand the fact that Google went backwards on that. Because in my opinion, how they had it before with Android 11 was literal perfection. I honestly think the biggest reason why they're going this route is because they're going to go, they're gonna go kind of all in with like their larger screen device, like their tablets, their foldables, all of that stuff, right? So if they're doing that, they're gonna have that taskbar at the bottom. So if they have that taskbar at the bottom, you can just drag and drop your applications from that. But like I said, the thing is for me, man, what about on your slabs? You gotta have some type of implementation or something to allow people to just be able to switch through their applications without having to start split view all over. So it's just little stuff like that kind of like I said, super nitpicky. Most people don't even use split view on their phone anyway, but just something that I noticed and I'm just not the biggest fan of. But like I said, other than that, man, everything else is awesome. I love the animations on it. Best animations on anything currently right now. I think the iPhone's animations might be smoother, but these animations are both fluid and fast. The iPhone's animations are really, really slow. So I kind of like that Google's taking that approach of like, yes, we do take smoothness and fluidity and animation seriously, but we don't want that to kind of, take the forefront. You want to get into the app or whatever you're trying to do. So let's make sure we get you into that fast too. So like I said, I love that. Love the animations. Everything about Android 13 is just, for the most part, pretty fire. MPT said, I'm looking forward to the larger device and folding device optimizations, especially the dock at the bottom. Yep, that's just what I was talking about. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Johan said, I like that animation. Yeah, man, the animation is fire, dog. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Jason C said, Ike is a sucker for those quality animations. Facts, man. You know me, dog. I'm just, I don't know. I'm like super susceptible to it now. Like, I don't know what it is or why. Maybe just some people see them a little bit more clearly than others. But like, I just noticed that stuff, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like sometimes I wish I didn't, because then I could use a, stuttery kind of janky One UI experience and it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? But I noticed those things, man. Savage said, I'm also not feeling how YouTube mini player does not update video, or I want to go back to original YouTube app. That mini player sucks. I'm not sure what you talking about, the picture in picture, Savage? I might be missing it. Yeah, Johan, facts. With the little taskbar, Samsung and Microsoft, in my opinion, are the best implementation. Like I like Samsung's taskbar, but I also like on Duo where it's like you open an app and then you literally on the other screen is like your normal, you know, home screen layout. You can just swipe up and go to your app drawer. You got all your folders on your home screen, whatever. It's literally just shifts over. Like I absolutely love that on Duo. Bradley said I liked how it was before. Same here, dude. Same here. Didn't they have recent apps in Android 9 app window or something? I don't know if you mean like floating apps, like floating windows, like what Samsung has. I might be missing what you mean, Umar. Oh, I see what Savage is saying. NPT, appreciate the clarification. He said yes. Excuse me. Going split view with YouTube app sucks when it goes into picture in picture. Have to have one or the other. That's what I have. I have picture in picture turned off because it's like when you do swipe up to go home, it gives you that picture in picture. It makes you start all over again too. So they kind of dropped the ball with that one. I know that there is currently like a feedback chain, like an email thread where everybody just complaining about it. So hopefully Google will take that into account, yo. Hey, Sepdog, what's up, homie? He said, once the stream is over, go watch Legend or Dragon Ball Tale. Is that the fan-made one that everybody's talking about? I might have missed that one. I might have missed that one. Brad said, now it's time for Google to bring us that face unlock, but they better not bring it to Pro only. Brad, I honestly don't think we're gonna see face unlock until Pixel 7, dog. I honestly think we'll see face unlock for Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. I don't think they'll bring it to Pixel 6 Pro though, because they can't do it on Pixel 6 because the front-facing selfie camera is missing hardware needed to do it. So I think in order to kind of keep parity and kind of use that as a feature that people would want, you know, for the upgrade, I honestly think that they're gonna just save it for Pixel 7, which, you know, kind of is what it is. MPT said Vivo needs an update to fix multitasking. Split screen is broken and limited to select apps. There's a bug or something. Yeah, dude, I don't know necessarily if it's a bug or if they just haven't built in all that extra support for it yet. Because I know with Samsung, they actually have that extra feature to force all applications to work in floating windows and in split view. I don't see too many other manufacturers doing that yet. I think Google is like doing whatever Samsung did and they're baking it into Android with 13. But I think from, you know, 12L and back, yeah, it's not gonna 100% fit correctly. Because like I said in my video, man, that's literally the only issue or fault of the Vivo X Fold is the multitasking experience. Like if their multitasking experience was, I'd say 80% of where Samsung's is right now, that would probably be my daily phone of choice, in all honesty. I should say my daily foldable of choice, in all honesty. Because I ain't gonna lie, when Pixel Fold comes out, that's probably gonna be my... I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like y'all think I'm a Google fanboy right now on this live stream, boy, when that Pixel Fold drop, good God almighty, it's gonna be a problem. Y'all ain't gonna want to hear me. Y'all gonna be like, we can't watch Ike no more. All he do is talk about the Pixel Fold. He said, Ike, the animation is fire. Yeah, I love the animations in 13, yo. They absolutely killing it in that regard. Samsung mastered Windows on Android. Like the Windows to Android integration, like the cohesiveness is what you're talking about, Savage? Because if you're talking about that, I agree 110%. Hey, Doodle in the building. What's up, man? He said on Samsung One UI 4.1 split screen multitasking switching to another app is easy. Swipe away top app, then swipe up and tap. Okay, Doodle. See, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't even follow what you just said in this message. I just know when I'm trying to switch to another app, I just open up the little taskbar, drag another app, and drop it in there. But if that's what you mean, I agree 100%. Umar said, damn, I'll be mad that my 6 Pro won't have it. Yeah, dog. Like I said, I honestly think the only reason that they're not doing it is because of the fact that they can't do it on the 6. And it's like, for a feature like that, I don't see them wanting to leave that out unless they're leaving it out for the whole series. So like I said, I honestly think we're going to see Face Unlock Pixel 7. And that gives them a little bit more time to kind of, you know, bake it in the oven and get it right. So we'll see. My bad, y'all, had to cough. Johan say, yep, Samsung had to build in that support in advanced settings and labs. Yep. Deshaun said, Pixel Fold drops, bro. I'm selling everything to get that. Yeah, dude, same here. I don't care how much it is. I'm honestly hoping that they kind of go the route of like, hey, we're trying to price this competitively, but we don't want to leave anything out, because the only thing that could kill that phone for me is if it doesn't have Periscope. If it doesn't have Periscope, that could kill it for me. Not enough for me to not buy it. I'm 100% buying it. But in terms of like carrying it on the daily, I probably still will. Just if I know I'm going somewhere like, the zoo or something like that where I need that zoom, I might also have to bring the Pixel 7 Pro. Because I already told y'all, if they would have dropped Pixel Fold this year, I would have gotten that, and I would have gotten the Pixel 7 Pro. I would have got both. Oh, I see what you're saying, Savage. You said, Samsung mastered forcing an app into a window. It might have originated with Dex, dude, but from where I stand, dude, it works great. Because when it comes to floating windows, man, like Samsung's killing the game. I know other manufacturers have floating windows for sure, or whatever, but Samsung's killing the game with it too. Google is supposed to release nearby share and phone streaming on Windows sometime this year. I want all of like the features that Samsung has with Windows. I want it all to come to the Pixel, man. Universal cut, copy, and paste is absolute fire, dog. Like absolute fire, man. So I want all of those features, but I know that's gonna be a long shot, because you already know Google and Microsoft aren't like the best of friends. So it's one of those things where it's like I can't really expect that to come too soon. What TV am I using? Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100% real. Well, one, I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm gonna call you AJ. But AJ, when it comes to TVs, man, like I'm not the best to go to. I'm actually rocking a Samsung TV, but I use a Chromecast with Google TV, like for all of my smart capabilities. So I'm probably the worst person to ask, because I will put a Chromecast with Google TV on any TV in my house if I could. So yeah, I'm probably the wrong person to ask about that. But like I said, I'm not great when it comes to looking at, say, picture quality or any of that other stuff, man. I'm just kind of one of those people who are like, look, I don't even know how to explain it. There are some third-party apps for it, but I would prefer something exactly like, and that's exactly 100% what I'm done with you, Barry. That's 100% what I would say too, Umar. Is like I want it to be native, man. Like I would love for Google to come out with like a sync your Pixel app for Windows, where it's like the phone link app, but it's built for Pixel. Like I would love something like that, yo. Like what? Because you already can sync your Pixel with phone link. You just don't have all the extra features. And like they got, Chrome extensions and stuff like that. Build it through Chrome if you have to. Just give me some type of universal copy and paste that's like built in. I could just click a button and it's on, AJ, there is and if you don't want me to call you that, just let me know and that's 100% fine. But there is a Sony Bravio, I forget what the name of their thing is, that I actually was looking at. Where you can, where it has like the 120 hertz OLED, all of that. I do want that TV, because I would like to be able to do the whole PS5 and Xbox Series X 120 hertz, 4K, all that good stuff. But yeah, not too many games is running native 4K on next gen consoles anyway. But yeah, Johan, that would be fire. That would be fire, absolutely, if they did the whole Pixel phone link thing for sure. Kind of, sort of. I would say I'm pretty casual. I have everything though. I have Switch, I have a PC. I'm running the stream off of that now. I have Xbox Series X, I have PlayStation 5. I play everything. So like I'm not super biased, but I mainly rock with PS5 for the exclusives, Xbox for Game Pass, and then PC is kind of just overall when you're looking at like a graphic standpoint, resolution, frame rate, all that. can't really beat PC. So I have everything. But the next thing I want to get into, I guess we can kind of start closing it out with that one. But I want to talk about ecosystem a little bit, right? Because one of the purchases, and I kind of alluded to it anyway, was the Nest indoor cam, right? So I didn't realize, and I'll tell the biggest reason why I didn't realize it. Now, I didn't realize that Google's ecosystem is far more vast and far more plentiful than I think anybody really gives it credit for. I think when we think of ecosystem, the first thing we think of is mobile ecosystem, smartphone, smartwatch, tablet, desktop OS, right? But there's a whole nother frontier of ecosystem, like the whole smart home integration, right? And I'm not saying that Samsung and Apple can't access, smart home products. I'm not saying that. Of course they can, right? But they don't have anything native and first party. Like Samsung isn't making, the little indoor cams or anything like that, right? They're not making thermostats. Now, we can say Google is because they own Nest. And I didn't realize, and it kind of made me like change my whole opinion on the ecosystem conversation. And this is where we'll get into why I feel Google has the biggest potential of any technology company. And I know y'all probably titled this the Google fanboy stream, but it is what it is. But I just got to talk about this. So, because I was very impressed, right? So I didn't realize how seamless all of Google's home products work together, right? So I went and bought the Nest Cam because I was like, okay, I'll be able to check on my son on my phone and stuff like that. Then I thought about it. I was like, oh snap, I can check on him from my Nest display. I got two of them, one in the bedroom on my nightstand, one here on my desk. And then it just kept piling on. Then I was like, oh wait, I got a Chromecast with Google TV. I could use that too, right? And then even one night I was in bed and I had my WXM4 earbuds in and I have the Google Assistant enabled. I'm like, wait. This has Google Assistant, so does it link to all my other Google products? So I tap and hold and tell it to turn on one of my lights, turns it on. I'm like, and I think that the reason why it impressed me is not because what it's doing is so impressive, but it's the fact that Google is kind of building an ecosystem that's the exact opposite of Apple's ecosystem. I think when people hear ecosystem, they think of closed ecosystems, right? They automatically think, okay, one manufacturer for all my products. Now that type of ecosystem has its pros and cons, and obviously we're going to talk about that too. That type of ecosystem has its pros and cons, but there's also a whole set of pros and cons for an ecosystem that's super open as well, right? Something like the Google Assistant and all of like these Google accessories, no matter what smartphone I decide to use, whether I want to use my Vivo, whether I want to use my Samsung, whether I want to use my iPhone, I can connect into Google's ecosystem of products just as seamless, all the same, right? And I think that's what's so powerful about it. You're not locked into just using their particular, configuration or whatever the case may be. If I like Samsung phones or Samsung tablets, I could use that and still have access to all of my smart home accessories. And I think not enough people give that approach enough credit, right? I think it kind of puts Google in a position that regardless of what you decide to buy, you're going to be tapping into what they have to offer in some way, shape, or form. Whether you use Google search, you might as you're tapping into Google services there. Whether you use Google Maps, you're using their services there. Whether you use the Google Home Nest Hubs or the Google Minis or any of that stuff, right? Whereas when you look at it on the reverse side, well, once you buy a HomePod or once you buy an Apple Watch, those devices are locked into the Apple ecosystem. You can't use that with a Pixel, right? I have to kind of MacGyver things to work when I want to use an Android phone and a Mac, right? So like I said, it just kind of dawned on me, and it's like, yo, maybe that's what Google's going for, a whole different approach where yes, you can have an ecosystem of products. And what it reminded me of is what Carl Pei said, right? It kind of reminded me what Carl Pei was talking about, where he was like, their kind of goal on what they want to do is to build products and not have you feel as though you're locked in. You can still use, this phone with this particular watch and have the entire feature set. You can have, this phone and still use, this or these earbuds the exact same way, right? So I think honestly, when it comes down to it, we have to kind of broaden or like kind of broaden our horizon in terms of the term ecosystem, right? Ecosystem isn't just mobile. Ecosystem is everything, right? To your car, right? CarPlay and Android Auto is a part of the ecosystem, in my opinion, as well. The fact that I can tell, the Google Assistant in my car, when I pull into my driveway, hey, do this, and it activates something in my house, like that's super powerful. Like I said, I honestly just don't think Google gets enough credit for that in that regard. Now, switching over and talking about the cons of that approach as well. It's the typical too many hands in the bucket or too many hands in the pie, right? And I can give you an easy, clear example that I'm going through right now. So if you look at the Play Store, I'm going to go ahead and drop the top down for y'all. If you look at the Play Store, you'll see I have an update for Google Messages. Now, the reason I can't update messages is because if I take this update, I'm not on the beta. I've tried both the beta and the stable version. If I take this update, either one of them, it breaks functionality with the phone link application on Windows. It still syncs up, but if I send a message from my PC, it doesn't sync the thread in my messages here. So if I use it that way, what ends up happening is I have a whole bunch of threads with no replies from me or anything like that, right? So with that type of thing happening, my bad, music stopped. But with that type of thing happening, it's like, okay, the reason why I don't know who to give feedback to is because I don't know if it's an issue with the Messages app. Maybe they coded in something brand new and that's breaking compatibility. The phone link app just had an update not too long ago. Could that have broken compatibility with something that Google's about to introduce with this new update? And then wait, there's more. It gets better. So someone like me who typically dabbles in like a 2-phone lifestyle, I normally will use messages on the web, which you bring up the QR code on the other phone, you scan it with your main phone, which would be my Pixel in this case. Well, you can only use that if you're on the latest update of Google Messages. You kind of see where I'm going with this? So having multiple hands in the pot, while it is good because they can kind of collaborate together and make a better product, it also has that con where, like, if you got too many hands in the pot, you honestly don't know who to go to when there's an issue. Whereas, say for example, I had an issue with my Mac not syncing text messages in a thread. Well, Apple makes Mac OS, Apple makes iOS. I can hit up Apple support, give them a phone call, and literally talk to them about it. Now, am I saying that they're gonna instantly resolve my issue? No, because they may not. But what I'm saying is, but the whole point that I'm getting to is, that's one phone call, one avenue, one manufacturer that I have to go to. Whereas with this particular issue with my Pixel and Windows, well, that's two separate ones. I'll give you another one. Bluetooth. Hey, tech loving mama, what's going on with you? Hope everything is good. Give you another example. My Sony XM4 earphones. I can use these to monitor, the live stream and everything wirelessly. But y'all see tonight I'm plugged in wired because it's inconsistent and finicky. Now, I don't know if it's a Bluetooth issue with my headphones or a Bluetooth issue with Windows. You see where I'm getting at? I don't know if it's Sony or if it's Windows. If I have these connected to my PC wirelessly, I walk out of range, it disconnects. I walk back in, it will not reconnect. My AirPods on my Mac instantly reconnect. My WXM4 earbuds on my Windows PC, when I connect it, instantly reconnects. It's the headphones or Windows, don't know. I've tried to sync these headphones to another Windows PC that I've owned. It did the same exact thing. You see what I'm saying? When you have a lot of hands in the pot, sometimes trying to figure out issues can be a little tough, right? And then, like I said, on the Apple side, obviously the biggest con of having a closed off ecosystem is it gets quick to plateau, which is, in my opinion, is where Apple is. The only place I feel like Apple is like really killing it, like absolutely killing the game, I would say, is with their computers. Their computers are absolutely fantastic. And I guess you could argue the watch. Like, you can argue the Apple Watch, but they got to work on battery life, in my opinion, for that. But in terms of like the iPad, the iPhone, they're not leading anything in that regard. I won't say leading anything. They obviously do things better than the competition, and they lead in sales. But in terms of productivity and doing more with your devices, they're absolutely not leading at all. when you want to talk ecosystem, Xiaomi and Huawei on a whole nother level. Exactly, Bradley. They're making electric scooters and refrigerators and all kinds of stuff, man. Like ecosystem, in my opinion, is far, far. Yo, Umar, I just seen your link in Twitter. I'm gonna check that out after the stream, bro. Appreciate you. Like they're far beyond just mobile. Like ecosystem, in my opinion, is not just mobile. It's not mobile. It's every aspect of tech, whether it's tech in your car, tech in your home, tech at your job, tech in your camera. Like, bro, come on. Just like I said, something I was thinking about, man. And it kind of, like I said, made me think that Google might have the most potential because, like I said, when it comes to the smart home side, in my opinion, Google's already killing the game. Everything with Nest is first party because Google owns Nest, right? So anything on the smart home side, they're killing the game there. Then when you look at the mobile side, they have just as much potential as I would say Apple has because they control everything the same way Apple does. They have a mobile operating system. They have Android. They control the software, and now they have their own chip. They control the hardware. So they have the same potential. We're just waiting to see if Google's going to realize that potential, if they're actually going to do something with it. That's all. See, Savage, I get what you're saying, but I don't feel like that makes Android more restrictive because you get more pop-ups. I think that just makes Android have more annoyances because you have more pop-ups. And I mean, to be honest, I think it depends on how you set up your phone. If you set up your phone and every app you open says, hey, we want to send you push notifications, and you say allow, kind of setting yourself up for that one. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm just saying in a general sense, though. But I wouldn't call that necessarily restrictive. When I think of restrictive, I think of like locking someone into something by use of, say, like features. Like, say for Apple, for example, if you want access to iMessage, you gotta buy an iPhone. If you want access to AirDrop, you gotta buy an iPhone. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think of when I think of like restrictive. Now, again, that's not necessarily bad. People think ecosystem being closed in is bad. I don't necessarily think it's bad. I think it's a different approach. And whether or not you can live in that ecosystem is dependent on you. You know what I mean? Umar, I do know that Google Messages has a web app. They do. But the thing is it doesn't sync like all your notifications, previous pictures that you've taken and stuff like that, like the Phone Link app does. Like I can take a picture on my Pixel and go to the Phone Link app without connecting any wires, take that picture and save it to the PC instantly. So stuff like that is kind of why I like using Phone Link. But I'm definitely gonna check out what you posted, homie. Apple's ecosystem is phone, tablet, watch, Mac, speaker. That's it. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely it. Don't get me wrong, but it's very powerful too, dog. It's very powerful. Johan said, Carl Pay got it set up on a nothing phone once, so you can use your AirPods and still get back. And that's what I'm talking about, Johan. It's like, you can see them trying to take steps. My bad, I hit the mic. You can see them trying to take steps to try to make whatever product you want to use. Well, we're in some way, shape, or form going to try to support it. Right? And that, in my opinion, is huge because you got Android apps that do that, but for them to have it built in natively, that type of stuff is dope, man. Super dope. Super dope. Hey, Deontay, what's up, man? He said, ecosystem is the new tech code word for lifestyle products that work together, not just phones. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Let's go. Oh, Savage said, I mean, you need to root the phone to do things that were available in KitKat without root. That's a good point, too. He said, like, remapping buttons. I mean, I guess it just depends on what exactly you're trying to do. I have my Pixel. The bootloader is unlocked. I was rooted. But what I ended up finding out was that there wasn't a lot for me to really do that I couldn't already do. Like, the one thing I would say is, like, I could hide the navigation bar, and I mean that was pretty dope. I did, do that or whatever. But like in terms of like having things to actually do in terms of like root, there honestly wasn't a lot. Like for ad blockers, I use AdGuard and it works better than any of the ad blockers I used while I was rooted. So it was like honestly just didn't have a real reason, myself in terms of staying rooted. So, and then when I rooted my Pixel as well, for some reason, when I would switch modes in my camera, it would take like 10 or so seconds. Like legit, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it would take like 10 seconds to switch modes. And then I unrooted and went back to just, bootloader being unlocked on Android 13. and it was instant. So I think I don't know if that had to do when I was rooted, but it was kind of weird. Jason C said, I stay very open-minded and stay very careful not to lock myself in. I mean, look, like my biggest thing is this, right? A lot of people always 100% say like, oh, I don't want to be locked in. I don't want to be locked in. I've even said it myself, right? But I personally feel like if an ecosystem has everything that you need currently, I'm not talking about like, well, they could add this in the future. Like, no, currently, like right now, if you can live within the Apple ecosystem and do everything you need to do, whether it's, work, school, content creation, whatever you need to do, if you can get it done within the ecosystem, the Apple ecosystem is a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful place to be, right? But if you have even one thing that you can't do within that ecosystem, it's pointless to you at that point, right? So it just depends on, what you need and what you want to do, right? And that's speaking from somebody who was heavily locked into and when I say locked into the Apple ecosystem, I wasn't locked into the ecosystem because of iMessage and FaceTime. Even when I have my iPhone, I use Duo and Google Photos messages link way more than I use, FaceTime or iMessage. I was more so locked in because of, say, like Final Cut Pro, or I was locked in because, say, Ecamm was only supported for Mac, or because I wanted to use an Apple Watch, or because of this, or because of that, right? So I was locked in because of those type of things. Like Windows and Android wasn't as seamless in terms of ecosystem as Apple was even back then. So they are now. So like I said, I won't call myself I switched, but I can tell you, I pulled out the iPhone today, and I loaded, the iOS 16 beta 3. And I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put my SIM card, in my iPhone and just see how long it lasts. I went to go get some lunch. I came back and I maybe did like 2 hours of work. And then I got off of work. I started playing with my phone. And instantly I was like, yeah, I'm going back to my Pixel. So I won't say I fully converted. I will say I'm not using any Apple products currently. I'm not using the Apple Watch, Galaxy Watch 4. I'm not using the iPhone. I'm using Windows. My tablet is the Tab S8 Ultra. So currently not using any Apple products. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of car. I don't like hype men. I could definitely see people saying that. But the biggest thing to me, though, is when it comes to it, it's like people in Nothing's position, they have to do something. Because you got to remember, like, they don't have the same budget that, say, like, Apple or Samsung has for marketing. So they kind of got to do something, right? Tech Loving Mama said, I agree with everything you're saying, but because I'm driving, I can't really interact. No problem, Tech Loving Mama. Stay safe. Stay safe. But we're going to get through these last few comments here, guys, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it on up so we can all raid on over to Eric Easy Stream. At least I think the closest thing thing to have a Samsung phone link set up on Google outside of Samsung will have, to get a Chromebook in there. Yeah, and just like you put that emoji, Chrome OS just ain't there for me yet. Like, it's not on the same level of as Mac OS or Windows. I mean, it'll be great when LumaFusion comes to it. It'll have a pro level, video editing piece of software, but I don't think I could do my job off of Chrome OS. Like, we use a virtual machine, so I would think it's possible. I just wouldn't know where to begin in terms of like setting it up and getting everything set up for it. And I'm honestly not even eager to try. I'm happy with Windows when I use it and Mac OS when I use it. I would love to have better integration with my Pixel and Windows though. Carton Marquez's video on the Nothing phone and that little jab about them abandoning their fan base once they got big. I mean, a lot of people say that, but at the same time, we as a community ask OnePlus to keep giving us more, give us more, give us more, give us more. I mean, the more we ask for, somebody's got to pay for that stuff, So I get where everybody's coming from, but you also got to look on the other end of the perspective as well. Is it just me, or did Google change the design of the buttons in the Play Store? Like the download and uninstall buttons, Johan, they're circles now instead of squares. Yeah, they did update that, but with that one, guys, nice little stream. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up so we can shoot on over to Easy E. Do not forget, you got Eric's stream right now. We're all going over there. And then later on tonight, 11 p.m., you got Juan Carlos and TK Bay doing our thing with Best of Our Week. And then followed by tomorrow, LaShawn Open Mic Night, aka the Ignorant Hours. And let me tell you, if you missed last week, you need to go back and watch it. Absolute hilarious. And it normally goes down like that on the Ignorant Hour. So definitely make sure that y'all check the homie out tomorrow, man. But we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. As always, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in every week, watching, the support, all of it, man. Absolutely love you guys. So gonna go ahead and end it there. But as always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. I will catch you all in the next live stream. Peace.